What's up, y'all? Are you looking to relocate to Southwest Florida, or maybe just find a vacation home, winter home, whatever, maybe even an investment property, and you want top-notch resort quality amenities, that country club lifestyle? Then this is the video for you. You want to watch it because today we are showing you the hottest, newest, dare I say, best country club in all of Southwest Florida today. We're showing you Webb's Reserve in Babcock Ranch. This neighborhood, the amenities, what they are doing here is just, they have taken all of what they've done in the past. This is Lennar Homes. They are very well known for their country club communities all across Southwest Florida. They do a ton of them. And they've taken what they've done all over the area and added a whole nother layer, literally with a 2-story clubhouse this time. This place is gonna be amazing. You gotta check it out. Now this is part 2, but don't worry, it's only part 2 because it's the second video we're releasing. It doesn't matter which order you watch them in, so watch this video. If this is the one you found first, watch it first. We're gonna link you in the notes below to the second video so that you can go watch that one afterwards. Today, we're showing you the condos that they have here, which these are killer deals right now. So if you're looking for something, you want a really, really ridiculous deal, unbelievable deals, this is the one you want. They got way better deals on the condos right now than they do on the single family homes, so take advantage. All right, so before we dive into this neighborhood tour of Webb's Reserve, I want to show you exactly where we're at on a map, where we're talking about, so that you know, because a lot of you, this might be the first time you're seeing this video. Now, we have done a video with a more in-depth map tour of Babcock Ranch before. We will link you to that in the comments. So once you finish this video, you can pop down and check out more info about Babcock Ranch. But for now, let's show you real quick where we're at. So obviously here's Florida. You can see the red dot in Webb's Reserve in Southwest Florida. So it is just outside of Fort Myers. Technically it's a Punta Gorda address, even though Punta Gorda is up here. But just outside of Fort Myers is your closest bigger city. You got Naples down here, Sarasota, Venice up here, and then Tampa here, with Fort Lauderdale, West Palm, Miami area over here. So Southwest Florida, Lake Okeechobee, got the beaches out here. That's where you're at. Let's zoom in further so you can see Fort Myers here, Punta Gorda here. And as we zoom in, now you can see all of this brown is the newer development. This is all Babcock Ranch. Now, this is not super recent because the golf course is all done, but you can see where Webb's Reserve is. It's all brown still, so when they took this, they were developing it still, and the grass wasn't completely in yet. So Webb's Reserve is up here at the north end of Babcock Ranch. So for quick and easy access out, if you're heading to Punta Gorda, this is going to be, currently it's the furthest north neighborhood in Babcock Ranch. It's a part of the Midtown area, which I'll show you. And so you can see here's Founders Square, and the new B Street commercial area is going in just south of Founders Square there. All the parks and skate park, skate park and all the sports fields, football, soccer, baseball, all of that is here along with the Babcock Ranch schools. And then over here is the Yellow Pines Shopping Center, just went in on the north side of this road here. And then down here is Crescent B Commons where the Publix is. So it's on the north end. The amenities are in here. The new commercial space, the new town center for Midtown is going to be right here. So as that gets developed and gets built out, which is still a little ways away, but they are in the development stages. They're doing all the groundwork right now. So it won't be that far. This stuff is a little bit further away, but still completely doable. All of this is reachable on golf cart, bicycle. Might be a little far to walk, but you know, if your dog likes a long walk and it's nice out, then hey, go for it. So yeah, that's where we're at. Now let me pop over here to the Babcock Ranch development map so you can see it as well. So again, Webb's Reserve is this whole thing here. Tucker's Cove is right next to it. They kind of share an entrance. And one of the things that's really nice that I like to point out is the parkway is all right here. This is the whole brand new park system that they just put in and opened. Tons of different parks. You got Bluebird Park, Hillcrest Park, the Lagoon, which is great for fishing, Explorers Park, the Bark Park, which is the dog park, and then down here is Palmetto Park, where they've got a bunch more sports fields and covered basketball courts, all that kind of stuff. And then again, right here, Founder Square and B Street, which B Street is not quite open yet, but it's very nearly done. Shops at Yellow Pine right here just opened, and Crescent B Commons has been open for a while. So you've got restaurants, grocery stores, doctor's offices, a new urgent care facility in here. You got more doctor's offices here at Founder Square, and all this extra stuff coming at B Street as well. And then the Cypress Lodge right here, where you've got the Babcock community, one of the two Babcock community pools and lodges, and then the other one is the lake house and pool over here. So those are available to everybody at Babcock. And then of course here in Webb's Reserve, you're going to have incredible amenities that are in the process as well. Now let's jump into these condos. First off, we're going to show you the 4-story condo buildings that Lennar refers to as their terrace condos. These are going to be typically the smallest, least expensive, the most affordable way to get into Webb's Reserve. All right, so here are the 4-story condo buildings, what Lennar refers to as their terrace condos. And they are all basically the same. You have the Carolina floor plans, which is the first one you're going to see here on the outside ends, and then they work their way in. So they're in stacks, all 4 floors, same floor plan, one above the other. So there's Carolinas all the way up on both ends. Then there's Birkdale's, next one's in, and then the Arbors are in the middle. So here's the Carolina. These are also the biggest units on the end here. They're right at 1,300 square feet. 2 and a den or 3-bedroom, 2-bath. And as you saw outside there, they all come with a single covered parking space assigned to each unit. And then there's plenty of guest parking as well, which is uncovered. So as we come in the front door here, your laundry is to the left in this particular unit. They are mirror images of each other. So if you were on the left end of the building, then the whole thing would be flipped. And then this is the guest area up front. So you can kind of see into the guest bathroom there. You've got a nice linen closet here. That's your guest bedroom, which we'll show you in a minute. You've got the air handler here. And then this is the den / 3rd bedroom. It does have a closet, so technically it can function as a 3rd bedroom for you if you wanted to. The reason you'll see here in a minute that the other one, because they're pretty similar in size, this bedroom is referred to as the actual guest bedroom is because it has its own private doorway straight into the bathroom, so you don't have to go out into the hall or the entryway. You've got this little pocket door here so you can pop right in. As you can see, nice sized guest bathroom. You've got double vanity, you've got the drawers in the middle, the toilet there, and then the tub shower combo across from it. So plenty of space. There's even another linen closet right here. So this can be for your bathroom linens, and then the one in the hallway there can be for like your beach towels, stuff like that. Nice dining room space, tall ceilings, and as you can see, they did a great job with the trim work and everything here in the model. Really nice kitchen setup for 1,300 square foot condo. You got a nice big island, plenty of cabinet space. You got the pantry over there. And then here's your living area, and you can see the patio or balcony, lanai, whatever you want to call it. Upstairs, they're balconies. Downstairs, it's a lanai. and we're going to take you in and show you the primary suite. Now these are super, super popular for people that are using it as a part-time home. They're very, very inexpensive way to get into the neighborhood. So here's your primary suite. And so a lot of people use them as rentals, or they buy them as a vacation property. You're only going to come down a few weeks a year, maybe a month or two, something like that. And then you rent it out the rest of the year. They do have nice double closets here. So you've got that, and then into the primary bathroom, where this one, you've got a single vanity, you do have a couple drawers, you've got another linen closet in here. So like I said, tons of storage space, and then here's your walk-in shower. So like I said, super popular for the snowbirds. Pretty much anyone that's spending 3 months or less, very, very common to go for these. Or if you're not sure if this is your spot yet, you want to try it out, this is a very affordable way to do it. Jump into one of these, and then you can upgrade later on once you decide you love it and you want to spend more time here. So that's it for the Carolina. All right, so this is the Birkdale floor plan. And these are the ones that they have the most of in every building. There are 2 stacks, 4 units high on each side of the building. So you end up with 16 total in most of these buildings. And this is a different layout, and I like it a lot. It's a little bit different from your typical condo layout. So we're gonna show you here as we come in. Now you got kind of a long foyer, which is nice because it gives you that privacy into the main living area if somebody's at the door. So you've got, it's a 2-bedroom, 2 full bath, 1,150 square feet. And so as you can see here, this is the primary suite. So decent sized room. You got double closets. They're not huge, but they're good size for a condo. Here's your primary bath, the walk-in shower. And then your guest bedroom and guest bath are over here on the other side. The guest bath does have a tub shower combo, so there is a tub in there. And here's the bedroom, good sized bedroom. I mean, you got a queen size bed, room for a desk, closet, nightstands. Not a lot of room for a dresser unless you put it in place of that desk there, but it's a guest room. How long are your guests gonna stay in your condo? Probably not very long, right? Or use it as a rental, and then typically nobody stays there. There's your laundry closet there. And then you can see this is what's different about it. So when you walk into the main living area, this is a huge kitchen. Look at this. You got pantry space, big island. It lives and feels in this main living area more like a villa or single family home. And then of course you've got the lanai if you're on the ground floor, and balcony if you're upstairs. But I really like this layout because I like how wide the main living area is when they don't have the bedroom at the back of the home. What do you think? So here's the arbor floor plan, and this is the interior most units, so the 2 middle stacks, and also the smallest and least expensive unit in these neighborhoods. And this is more of a traditional condo style floor plan, where you walk in, you've got the kitchen right up front. As you can see here, nice big kitchen, plenty of space. Overlooks across the island to the dining room and the living room area, all basically a straight shot. And then over here is your guest quarters. So if you prefer that more traditional condo style layout where you typically have your guest quarters up front and your primary bedroom and bathroom towards the back, then this is the way to go. Or like I said, if you're just looking for the most affordable way to get into one of these country club neighborhoods, this is it as well. So here's your guest bedroom, plenty of space, queen size bed, dresser, closet. You saw the guest bath. Here's your dining and living area. This gives you an example of an upstairs unit with the balcony and looking back towards the kitchen. And then here's your primary suite. Again, these condos are super common for snowbirds or to use as investment properties. They rent super, super well. Again, you still have dual walk-in closets. And then your primary bath, almost identical to the others. Another linen closet there, so plenty of storage space. And there you have the arbor. All right, so there are the terrace condos. What'd you think? Which one's your favorite? You like the Carolina, the Birkdale, or the Arbor? Which one's better? Or none of them, I don't know. Maybe you're gonna like the next series better. These are definitely the most affordable way typically to walk in the door of any of these Lennar country club communities, is by jumping into these terrace condos. So if that's what you're looking for, these are the ones. But we're gonna show you next the veranda condos, which are a little bit bigger. They come with a detached one-car garage. So you're gonna have a little bit more space, a little bit bigger lanai, actually 2 lanais or balconies, as you'll see. That one-car detached garage. Now they are a little bit more expensive, but not always. Sometimes there's some steals on these depending on where they're at with sales between the two series. So if you're looking for a deal, these terrace condos are probably it. Drop in the comments, which one did you like? But also, stick around, let's check out these veranda condos. And remember, if you are interested and want one of these, whether it's the terrace, the verandas, or even the Big Daddy condos, the coach homes coming up afterwards, call us first because we have all the deals. We've got extra discounts and incentives above and beyond what they advertise. So call us first, make sure, because otherwise you lose your right to work with us as well. The number's on the screen, hit us up, but stick around and let's check out these veranda condos next. All right, so now we're gonna show you the veranda model homes. These are the veranda condos, or what is commonly referred to as a 2-story condos here. Now, as you can see out front, each unit comes with its own detached one-car garage. I'm gonna walk you back here so you can see how these are set up with the garages out in front. Now these condos, there are no elevators to the upstairs, so if you do need accessibility or are not fond of stairs, you're gonna want a first floor unit instead of a second floor, but those that are up for the stairs, a lot of my clients love the upstairs because they say it gives them the added exercise of going up and down the stairs. They do have all 3 different floor plans on both floors, so no matter which floor plan you prefer, you can get one. And so this is the D'Angelo. As you saw, nice big front porch all of these veranda condos have those, so it's almost like two lanais. They've got a big one out front that's screened in, and then you also have one out back that you'll see. So as we come in here, now this one's 2 bedrooms and a den, 1,366 square feet, so it's pretty big for a condo. And you'll see how this one's set up here. There's your guest bedroom right up front. Decent sized bedroom. Does have the window out to that front lanai. You've got your AC closet there, and then the guest bath. So we're going to show you in here. You got the AC. And then here is the primary suite. So this is laid out similar to that Birkdale floor plan, where the bedrooms are kind of both up at the front of the unit. And so again, you're going to get that wider open main living area. So you've got your dual walk-in closets here again. And these tend to be favored by people that spend a little bit more time. They do still work very well as investment properties. They will rent for a little bit more because they are bigger. And they have the garage. However, I will say, and sometimes when you can get a really good deal on them, then they work out really well because they rent for a little more. And you're buying them a lot of times for the same price as the terrace condos. But a lot of people like these as their own part-time residences if they stay a little bit longer, like in that 3 to 5. Some people like them for even up to 6 or 7 months out of the year. Just because, especially like this floor plan lives a little bit more like a single family home or villa because it's wider. Like I said, you've got that extra den space right here. Could be used as a 3rd bedroom if you needed to, though there is no closet. But you've got a dedicated dining area, you've got this nice big island, you've got a big pantry, and then your living area here. And they do have a little bit bigger lanai out back than the terrace condos. Not a ton bigger, but a little bit bigger. And you've got that second patio out front, screened in as well. And there you have the 𝑳𝒐𝒒𝒒. All right, so now we're going to show you the 𝑳𝒐𝒒𝒒. Again, these are the same floor plan upstairs and downstairs, but they furnished the model upstairs on this one. So we're taking you upstairs, but there is downstairs units of this floor plan available as well. So just keep that in mind. But there are only 4 of these units per building, 2 up and 2 down. So they are less common to see. And this one is actually the 𝑳𝒐𝒒𝒒 is the smallest floor plan of these veranda condos. It is just slightly smaller than the 𝑳𝒐𝒒𝒒. 2 bedrooms and a den, 2 bath with 1,355 square feet. Now, as you see when you walk in here, one of the nice things about the upstairs units is you do get a little bit of arched ceiling. And this is more of the traditional condo layout again. So they've got it set up both ways depending on what your preference is. So this one, when you walk in basically right into the kitchen, and you've got the whole main living area open that way with all the bedrooms on one side. And so there's access to your water heater there. It's basically a side door to access it from the laundry closet, which is here so you can see. And then this is your guest bedroom up front and guest bath. Again, the guest bathrooms all come with that tub shower combo. AC closet here. And then here is your guest bedroom. And it's actually a pretty big guest bedroom in this particular floor plan. So you can see you've got room for a dresser there in between the doors, and then you got the closet there. And you've got a little island, and you got the peninsula here with the breakfast bar and your dining area and living area. And these are wider condos as well as deeper, so they do, as you can see, feel bigger. And then nice big den here with the pocket sliding French doors. It's a super popular feature. It comes standard on all of the bromelias. And then here is your primary suite. And as you can see, nice big bedroom, plenty of space. There's even room for a little sitting area over here if you wanted. And then we'll take you through to the bathroom. And these are set up pretty much the same. You've got the double closets, double walk-ins. And then your primary bath. Now this one does get dual sinks, so double vanity, which is nice. Still basically the same walk-in shower. And then here is the rear balcony, or lanai, depending on if you're upstairs or downstairs. It's going to be the same size. Some people prefer the upstairs because it does have a little bit more view being elevated, and then other people like the downstairs because you have a screen door that you can walk right out. So if you have pets, kind of nice being on the first floor too, because you can just walk them right out back. And that is the bromelia. All right, and here is the Arabella. So this is the largest. And I know, yes, we're showing you a downstairs unit. Again, there are downstairs and upstairs units. This is the largest of the 3 veranda condos, the 2-story buildings with the 1-car detached garage. So as you can see, again, you still have the screened in front lanai. And we'll come in here. And again, it's more of that traditional condo style. These are the end units. Again, there are only 4 per building, 2 up, 2 down on each end. And here you have a nice large kitchen, big island, and then the peninsula with the breakfast bar again. So it's basically a larger version of the last one we just looked at, the bromelia. So over here, you have your guest quarters again. You've got a water heater closet here, and it is a full-size water heater, which is one of the things that's really nice in these condos. A lot of builders give you those little tiny water heaters. Here they do full size. And this is the den. This one really is set up that it can truly double as a real 3rd bedroom if you need it to, where it has the door right here to the guest bath, making it super easy to access. You've got a linen closet over here. There's your laundry. And then we come into the guest bedroom. Again, good sized guest bedroom. Has its own walk-in closet. Yes, it's a small walk-in, but it's a walk-in, and room for a dresser. Then back into the main living area. And again, this is that same style where you've got kitchen, dining, and living area all together. There's the French doors into the den. So if you're using it like this one is set up as a true den, you got the French doors. If you're using it more as a guest bedroom, you can close those French doors and have the door to over by the bathroom. A little bit larger lanai or balcony area as well. It's a little deeper. And then here is your primary suite. Again, nice big primary suite. You've got the bump out there that can make for a little sitting area. As you can see, they did a bench in this one. Tons of space here between the foot of the bed and the dresser. And then again, you've got your double walk-in closets. Nice bigger primary suite bathroom as well with the double vanities. You got the drawers in the middle, plenty of counter space here. Got the walk-in shower, and there's a linen closet in here as well. So there you have the Arabella. All right, so that was the veranda series, the 2-story condos. What'd you think? D'Angelo, Bromelia, Arabella, you like these better than the terrace that you saw initially? Drop it in the comments, tell us which one's your favorite. And remember, call us if one of these is what you're looking for. But don't jump off yet. Make sure you stick around. We got the coach homes next, which is my personal favorite of all the homes that they build in their country club neighborhoods. These coach homes are, in my opinion, the best. Stick around, we're gonna check those out, and then we're gonna talk pricing. So we're gonna get into what these cost, what their base prices are, what their typical build prices are, and the deals that you can get on the quick move-ins that are available right now. We're also gonna talk what the fees are, because when it comes to country clubs, if this is your style, oh, and by the way, you don't have to be a golfer to want to be in a country club. There are a ton of incredible amenities, and they have non-golf options as well, both in condos and single family. So if golf isn't your thing, but you like tennis, you like pickleball, they've got incredible facilities. They've got a tennis and pickleball pro shop as well. So all of the amenities come with it, even if you just do a non-golf home. Or if you are a golfer or one of you is a golfer, then you do the golf and you pay the little bit extra in fees. But we're going to show you all those fees. We're going to talk taxes. We're going to talk insurance. So you know what you're really looking at buying in a neighborhood like this. And always remember, call us first. Numbers on the screen. You can call us, text us, email us, whatever is your preferred way of communicating with us. But reach out to us first. Don't go to the builders, because as soon as you give the builders your contact information, you also give them, you forfeit your right to be able to have one of us help you. So call us first, let us help you through this process. We have exclusive deals that we can get you. So the prices that we're gonna give you, there's additional incentives that we have that the builders give to us all the time. So call us first, because you don't get those deals if you don't call us. All right, so here we are at the coach homes. Now, these are still condos, still multifamily, but they're only 4 units to a building, so they're much bigger. As you can see, 2-car garages on each one. Whether it's upstairs, downstairs, doesn't really matter. You still get a 2-car garage. Well, technically, actually the upstairs gets a 2.5, 3-car garage really, but you'll see what I mean when we look at that. So we're gonna check out the Arrowhead, which is the downstairs unit first. And all the downstairs units, the entrances are on the sides. So 3-bedroom, 2-bath, over 1,700 square feet. And these things live like single family homes, really. They're completely maintenance free, just like a condo would be. All your insurance and everything's included except for your contents policy. So they do everything. They paint, they're responsible, the HOA is responsible for the roof, for all the exterior maintenance of the building and everything. But they're wide open like you see here. Fantastic kitchen. I mean, this is bigger than some single family home kitchens. You got a great corner pantry here. And this huge island breakfast bar for 4 people. You got a dining area. You got a nice big living area. And now we're gonna go take a look at the guest doors, which is, you've got this pocket door right here that you can actually close off the guest quarters for privacy if you want. So when you've got guests staying, they can have that door closed. They can go from bedroom to bathroom, whatever. Don't have to worry about being out in the open. Here's your guest bath. So tub shower combo. So every unit does have a tub in one bathroom. There's that pocket door I was telling you about. And then here is the first guest bedroom or den. So as you can see, obviously they've got it set up as an office, but it does have a full closet. Across the hall is the linen closet. Then the other bedroom. Now these bedrooms aren't real big. They are guest bedrooms, but there is room for a dresser and nightstands and stuff. Then you've got the laundry room here with the utility closet with the AC in there. And then the 2-car garage. Sorry, they use the model garages as storage. The construction guys do a lot. So as you can see, lots of trim, lots of doors. Now let's go back out. You're gonna take another look at the main living area as we pass through. And look, tons of space. I mean, you got couch, you got chairs, you got artwork. Obviously, most people would have a TV there. Here's your primary suite, and look how big this thing is. I mean, this is huge for a primary suite in a condo. You got the bed, you've got a bench there at the end, you've got a dresser over there in the corner. You got a ton of space for seating. And you have the sliders out to the lanai. And look at all that space. Plenty of room for whatever you need. And that's a king-size bed. See what I mean? Look at all this floor space. You could literally have a dance party in the primary suite. You got double closets. Look, how big is this walk-in closet? Most people looking at condos don't expect space like this, don't expect closets like this. So hopefully you can see why. Split double vanity. Hopefully you can see why this is my favorite series of homes. Nice big walk-in shower. Toilet's in its own separate throne room. You got a linen closet. And this huge balcony, lanai, whatever you want to call it. Upstairs it'll be a balcony. Down here it's a lanai. But look at all this space out here. So this is why these are my favorite. That's the Arrowhead. Let us know what you think. We're gonna go pop upstairs now and go take a look at the 𝒏𝒈. All right, so you saw the Arrowhead. What'd you think? Do you agree? Are they your favorite too? Definitely my favorite. You've heard that. You heard why. Told you all about it in the video. What is your favorite feature? Do me a favor, drop it in the comments. Tell me what you like the best. And then we're gonna go check out the upstairs, the 𝒏𝒈, right? All right, now here's the 𝒏𝒈. So this is the upstairs coach home model. And these are 3-bedroom, 2-bath, little over 2,100 square feet with a 2.5, 3-car, what they refer to as a tandem garage. So you've got the 2-car wide garage door, but one bay is extra deep. You'll see what I mean. I absolutely love these. Now, of course, you have to be able to do stairs. That would be the one potential downfall, is you've got stairs coming in the front door. And then here, when you come into the entryway in the foyer, you have stairs going down a half a flight to the garage. So here, we'll show you what I'm talking about with that garage. See how deep this is? And it's plenty wide here. I know it's kind of hard to tell because you've got all the doors and trim and stuff like that in here, but look how big this garage is. So you can have 2 cars plus your golf cart. If you like to fish or boat, you can stash your boat in here. As long as it's not too wide or too tall, of course, it will fit. You got plenty of room to back it in there and still have a car on the side, still have the golf cart in front of it probably, depending on how big it is. I mean, this garage is awesome. So this is one of the few homes that you could have a boat actually in your garage and keep it here on property. Then you've got this understair storage here. Great for Christmas decorations or whatever, beach toys and stuff like that. And then we'll go back upstairs. And it brings you right up into the main living area here. And look how much space this is. I mean, tell me this doesn't live like a single family home. Of course, you got to go up the stairs, so once you get in there. So just beautiful living area, great kitchen. Right here, you got a little closet there, a little coat closet, broom closet, vacuum closet. Again, you've got the door to your guest area, so the guests can have all the privacy they want. Close that door, call it a day. And when you don't have guests, you can just shut that off and you don't even have to see it. It's like it doesn't even exist. Here's your laundry. Guest bath. Again, tub shower combo. You do have a nice little linen closet in there as well. And then these 2 bedrooms are basically mirror images of each other, and they're huge. So as you can see, this one's got a couch. It's like a little sitting area, office space, whatever. Nice walk-in closet. I've seen it done like this. Look at this. These aren't 2 twin beds. These are 2 full-size beds with a nightstand in between. So that just goes to show you how big these rooms are. I mean, you can put a queen, you can put a king, you can do twins, you can do full, double twins, double fulls, whatever. And then here's your main living area. Huge kitchen, great island, got the pantry in the corner over there, so plenty of storage space. Love these corner pantries. And here you go. Looking out from the kitchen, you got your dining area, you got a huge living area, and then we're gonna go into the primary suite. Again, these things just have massive bedrooms. Great windows, lots of natural light. It's another thing I really like about these coach homes is they got sliders into the primary suite. You got windows on the side to let in more light. Check out these closets. How many condos have closets like this? Then here's your primary bath, huge shower. Again, double vanity split, which is my favorite. Lets me have my counter space, her have her counter space. I don't have her blow dryer and curling iron or flat iron or makeup or any of that stuff on my counter. And then the throne room and the linen closet in there as well. And the huge balcony. So as you can see, plenty of space out here. You've got a table and chairs, you've got a couch, 2 couches, coffee table. I mean, it's so much space. These things are just fantastic. I personally think this is as close as you get to single family home living, 100% totally maintenance free. And all of these come with impact glass. All of the homes here are impact glass, so you don't have to worry about that, whether it's the smaller condos or the coach homes or the single family homes. Now, how'd you like that Bay Creek? What'd you think? That's mine. That's what I love. That is my favorite of favorite floor plans that they build here. What'd you think? Drop it in the comments, let me know. Now, yes, we still got to talk pricing. We told you that's coming, but we want to show you the amenities because buying a home here in Southwest Florida, we say it all the time in a ton of our other videos, but it is key. It's not just about the home. It is about the lifestyle. And a big part of that lifestyle is the amenities that are provided within the neighborhood that you're buying in. So let's check out the amenities that are coming here and show you what that looks like. Then we're going to get into pricing, talk special deals, discounts, incentives, what it costs to live here, HOA fees, taxes, insurance, all that good stuff, which is no fun, but everybody still wants to know it, right? Because it's important. So stick around. Let's go take a look at these amenities. All right, so let's talk about these amenities. For those of you that don't know, Lennar builds country clubs all over Southwest Florida. They have like 5 of them under construction right now. But 𝑦𝒏𝒄 is the newest, and they have taken everything up a notch. So the National at Ave Maria, before that they had Bonita National. They also have here in Babcock, Babcock National. They've got Sarasota National. They've got Welland Golf and Country Club, Ibis Landing. They have country clubs that they're building all over the area. But this is the newest, and it is, they've just taken everything and stepped it up a notch. So everything that they do, if you're familiar with any of their other clubs, take that and double it, because they have made this place top notch, all the latest and greatest tech. So you're gonna have 2 separate clubhouses. You're gonna have your social clubhouse and you're gonna have your golf clubhouse. You're going to have an outdoor, which in the social clubhouse, there's gonna be a full restaurant, but also there's an outdoor tiki bar dining area that is going to be next to the pool and all the sports courts. So you got the social club, you got your fitness center, top of the line fitness center. I've been in the ones that they've got in the National at Ave and Welland Golf and Country Club. And it's that, only better. So if you want to check them out, we have videos of especially the National at 𝒏𝒊𝒈. That one is most recently finished. Welland Golf and Country Club is not quite done when we shot that one, but check out the one. We'll link you to it so you can see the clubhouse there, and then it's just make it even bigger and better. That clubhouse is going to be 2 stories here at 𝑤𝒏𝒍𝒍. You got pickleball courts, but not just pickleball courts. You have indoor pickleball courts and outdoor pickleball courts. So they took that from another neighborhood that they're doing that is not a country club neighborhood, but that was super, super popular and worked really well there. So they decided to do it here as well. And not only do you have a real life golf course to play, but they're gonna have a full indoor golf simulator as well. So that's something that they're building that's gonna go in there. You've got a full putting green, you've got your bocce courts, tennis courts, of course. The tennis courts are outdoors. Like I said, pickleball, you're gonna have indoor, outdoor. It's an aqua range for the driving range. You've got a chipping green as well. Just fantastic. You've got multiple pools, huge resort style pool, a separate lap pool. You've got the spa. This thing's gonna have everything. Now, is it gonna take a little while before it's there? Yes, of course it is. And that's why you get the deals that you get now while the amenities aren't in yet. And they do discount the fees a little bit as well while the amenities aren't done. But they are coming, and as they complete them, they will open them, so it's not gonna be like you gotta wait until everything's done before you can use anything. No, the tennis courts, the pickleball courts, when they're done, you use them. The golf course is already in, just the golf clubhouse isn't in yet. So, you know, you're functioning out of a portable clubhouse right now, which is typically how they do it. But you can play golf, great course. Check it out. So that's what they got. We're gonna show you all the pictures. Now, we're gonna go talk pricing. All right, so what'd you think about those amenities that are coming? These are gonna be the most blow your mind, top-notch country club amenities that Lennar has ever done in any country club here in Southwest Florida, as far as I'm concerned, from anything that I've seen. I haven't been in every country club they've ever built, but they seem to just keep getting better and better and better, and this one is the best of them all so far. So, let's talk pricing. You ready? All right, because there are some ridiculous deals if you're ready for something now, quick move in. All right, so we're gonna start with the terrace condos. Pricing on those, I'm gonna give you the base prices on the terrace condos. The Arbor is the smallest one. So we showed you largest to smallest. Now we're gonna talk pricing smallest to largest because, of course, the smallest are the least expensive, right? So the terrace condos, the least expensive are the Arbors. Those are the 2 stacks in the center. They're side by side, 2 stacks of them, 8 units, right? 4-story building. Base price on those is $273,999. Now, I know I'm looking at sheets and stuff around behind the camera. I apologize, so my eyes are gonna be all over the place. But anyways, typical build price on those, full price, what you're gonna pay typically is anywhere from $290 to about $300. The prices do go up a little bit as you go to the higher floors. Theoretically, better view, right? So they cost a little bit more the higher floors you go. So anywhere from $290 to $300 is the typical build price. Now, are you ready for these ridiculously stupid deals? These are probably the biggest discounts you're gonna find percentage-wise on any home anywhere in Southwest Florida right now. So we can get you bottom line, net deal, quick close on a quick move in on these Arbors for $200,000. Like I said, $290 to $300 typically. They have some available right now that they will blow out at $200,000. Did you get that? 90 to 100 grand discount on a $300,000 price. You're talking 30+% discount. All right. Now, Depending on whether you go with a building that has a golf membership or that's just a social membership, your fees are going to vary. So the HOA fees, so that you're not paying for the extra on the golf if you have non-golf. So your non-golf fees, if you're doing social membership only, your fees are $7.94 a month. That includes all the fees. That's the Babcock Ranch fees, that's the condo fees, that's the Master Association fees for all the amenities here in 𝑰𝒏𝒗𝒆𝒍𝒍. That's everything. That's all your fees. Except, I guess, technically, it does not have the CDD fee because that's on your tax bill. So we haven't talked about that yet, but when we get to taxes, which we're coming up to, the CDD fee is going to be included in the tax bill. So $7.94 a month for social membership on these terrace condos. Now, I will say every building varies a tiny little bit, or every few buildings, depending on how they split it up and transfer them over the condo association management over to you as the homeowners. But typically they're right around $7.94 a month for social, and if you're doing full golf membership, they are $9.52 a month. Taxes on these typically are going to run somewhere between $3,500 and $5,000 a year. Of course, if it is your primary residence, then you do get the homestead exemption that you can knock off of that. But most people don't use these as primary residences. And insurance on them is super cheap, typically somewhere between $800 and $1,000 a year, because it's just a contents policy. So you're covering all the stuff inside. So that's what you're looking at for insurance and taxes. Now, let's jump back to pricing on the rest of them because I kind of skipped over, I got excited. Now, Birkdales. So these are the two stacks on each side, the two interior stacks on each side. So you've got, these are the ones that there are more of in every building. There's 8 of them. Base price on these is going to run $282,999. So build price, of course, is higher than that. Typical build price on these is going to run from between $300 to about $315. Again, depending on where exactly it sits. So $300 to $315 is your typical build price. They have them quick move in. They will sell these also $200,000 if you do one of these quick move-ins. So now you're like 35%. Over $100,000 discount on a $300-ish thousand condo. It's nuts. So jump in, grab one now while you can. And then the Carolinas. Now, these are the fewest of any building because they're the two end stacks, which are only 3 floors high. They don't have a 4th floor Carolina, only 3rd. So these Carolinas now, typical build price, you're gonna run between $320 and $330. Base prices on these are $299, $999. Now, they don't have any stupid deals on these because they're already sold. People already bought them. These are the most popular, the fewest in each building, of course. So they're already sold. So the crazy deals are not available. However, they still will do some discounts. So they've got some incentives that they've thrown to me that we can get you, but it'll be substantial. We can get you in drastically under $320, but $320 is the typical build price on the 1st and 2nd floors. The 3rd floors typically command a little bit higher. They're up in the $325 to $330 depending on the building. So that's what you're looking at for prices on the terrace condos. All right, now these veranda condos. Now, there's some good deals on these too. They've got a bunch of them still available right now. So the base prices, Bromelia, $317,499. That's the smallest one. Now it's kind of goofy the way these are, they're laid out a little bit different. So the D'Angelo's are in the middle. They have more of those than any other floor plan. They have 4 stacks, 2 units per stack because of 2-story condos, right? So there's 8 D'Angelo's in pretty much all of the buildings. Then you've got 4 Bromelias, which are the next ones out. And then you've got the Arabellas, which are the end units, also 4 of those. So, but we're gonna start because the Bromelias are the smallest, so they have the lowest base price. Although I'll tell you that they typically sell about the same price as the D'Angelo's. They're only like 10 square feet difference but base prices on them, $317,499. Now remember, base price. That's not typically what you pay. Typically, you're going to pay more than that because the build price with the options and the view home site premium and all that are going to run higher. Normally in these condos, both the terrace and the veranda condos, they typically run somewhere between like $25,000 and $50,000 extra. So let's just call it in that $30,000 to $35,000 extra range usually. So your build price on the 𝒏𝒈 typically is going to be like $340,000 to $350,000. D'Angelo base price $322,499. So that one you're going to run typically around like $350,000 to $360,000. And then the Arabella, the largest one on the ends, that one typically runs base price $337,499. So you're typically in that like $370,000 to $380,000 range. Occasionally you'll see them touch $400,000 depending on the neighborhood, but that gives you an idea. You're in that $340,000 to $380,000 typically on build prices on them, depending on which floor plan. Now, the deals on those, also crazy deals. They've got D'Angelo's, quite a few D'Angelo's still available. They've got a first floor, they've got some top floors. They have a top floor 𝒏𝒈 available and some more ground floor D'Angelo's. You can get those right now for $250,000. So we're still talking like $100,000+ discount in the $300,000 to $400,000 condo range. These are 1-car garage, front and back lanai balcony, and all of them are discounted. They do have the later buildings that are not finished yet. They're more expensive, but even then they're still discounted into the low 300s. So great deals on those as well. The fees are slightly higher because they're a little bit bigger, a little bit more to maintain, and there's less units per building. The social membership veranda condos, the HOA fees are $830 a month. And if you do the full golf membership, they are $988 a month. Insurance, you're going to run about the same, maybe $100 more. So instead of $800 to $1,000, maybe $900 to $1,100 a year in insurance. And then taxes are going to run you $4,000 to $5,500 depending on which unit and all of that. And then again, if you were to make it your primary residence, very few people use these as primary residences. But if you were, you get the homestead exemption, which is going to knock that down $500 to $750 a year. So that's what you're looking at for the veranda condos. All right, now I'm sure my opinion totally influenced you all watching this. So pricing on the coach homes is going to be what everybody wants, right? Because these are, in my opinion, the best. No, I'm just kidding. The deals are still pretty good on these, although there are not nearly as many quick move-ins available. So you got to jump on it right now if you want to get a steal of a deal on one of these coach homes. But they do have some that are quick move-in. They have a couple. Well, they've got one upstairs. They've got 2 downstairs. So 2 Arrowheads, 1 Bay Creek. But let's talk about pricing on these. Now, base prices, $409,999 for the Arrowhead, $459,999 for the Bay Creek. You're going to add typically about $50,000 for the build prices. I don't have the exact build prices. They didn't give them to me, but figure roughly $450,000 to $460,000 is your typical all-in build price on an Arrowhead, and right in the $5,000 to $510,000 range on the Bay Creek. Now, you ready for this? They've got them marked down now. The Arrowheads, they've got 2 Arrowheads available, $369,000. So you're talking from the $450,000 to $460,000 range down to $369,000. So you're rough, $90,000 discount. I've got some extra incentives. But roughly $90,000 discount on these downstairs coach homes. And then on the Bay Creek, they've got it marked down to $409,000 from, and they've got one. So call us at the number on the screen if that's what you want. Figure, like I said, roughly 500 to 510, maybe 520 build price. It's down to 409. So you're talking roughly $100,000 discount. And I have extra discounts on that one too. So fees, non-golf, $929 a month. So that's with the social membership only. With the golf membership, you're $1,087 a month. So the fees are a little bit higher on these coach homes. It makes sense. I mean, still a big building, but only 4 people to split it between. It requires a little bit more maintenance. It is. I get it. But a lot of people use these as their primary residences. So personally, I think it's worth it. Not everybody does. Taxes on these are typically going to run $5,500 to about $6,500 a year. And your insurance is still going to be somewhere pretty cheap in that like $1,000 to maybe $1,200 a year range. So that's what you're looking at for costs living in here in 𝑤𝒏𝒗𝒆𝒍𝒍. Sorry, I just went blank for a second. So that's what you're looking at in 𝑤𝒏𝒗𝒆𝒍𝒍. What do you think? Is this a spot for you? Call us. Or maybe you say, hey, you know what? I just don't want a condo. Cool. Well, we have a video of the single family homes as well. We just had to split because the neighborhood is so big, there's so many different options in terms of types of homes that are available to you. We split it into 2 videos. In the notes below is the link to part 2. We've also attached it here so you can just click right into it. Check that out if you want to find out about the single family homes here at 𝑤𝒏𝒗𝒆𝒍𝒍. And remember, call us, don't call the builder, call us, let us get you the info, let us help you in the process so you can get those extra incentives and discounts that we have available for you.